Hello, everybody. Hello, lords, ladies, and nobility undefined. Today, we're back in Halls of Torment with the Sorceress, who I just now realized doesn't walk but floats. That's pretty rad. Uh, Today, I think we're going to try to go with the Meteor Strike achievements. Maybe reach level 100, maybe apply burn to 1,000 enemies in a single run. But more importantly, I want to get these undiscovered quests with her. So as our goal is to apply burn, um, oh, neat, loadout slots. Didn't even realize that was a thing. We will be going with the Ring of Fire, the Iron Ring for some more damage. We'll go 20% attack speed. I really have been enjoying the Blood-Soaked shirt, but I think we'll go ahead and take the plate armor for some block strength. We'll take the movement shoes, the Jade Amulet, of course, and we'll take the Ruby Circlet. You know what? No, we'll take the blood-soaked shirt, and we'll save that as that loadout. And I feel that we have done more than enough Haunted Caverns. I want to try with the Emperor Grounds. No, let's go with the Forgotten Viaduct. This could be disastrous for me, as this is one of the harder maps, in my opinion. None of these are exactly what I wanted. However, Dragon's Breath seems like it should be pretty good. She does a fair little bit of damage here, which is good, as we're going to need all the damage we can get. Is she a crit character at all? Hell yeah, she is. She does great crit damage. I probably should have gone with the crit damage ring, but oh well. We'll take Ruthlessness and just try to hang out around here to get a few easy levels. It seems that we'll take more crit chance. It seems that the best way for her attacks to hit is for her to be farther away. She doesn't want to be up close at all. She wants that range. We'll go ahead and take... geez, none of these are really that amazing. Long Fingers, I suppose. Do some more electric damage. 3 block strength, 40 base health seems decent, but I'd rather have the attack speed, honestly. There we go. And I'd also rather control her attacks manually, as the auto attacks, while I normally like them, don't seem to be amazing. We'll go ahead and take, yeah, Cunning Technique for now. And let's start making our way south to get this other weapon here. Hopefully it'll be the Meteor Strike. If not, this video will never see the light of day, and I will have, you know, wasted a little bit of time. But that's alright. It's in the name of content. We'll take more attack speed over damage. I know it seems blasphemous, but more attack speed will translate into more damage. Yeah, I guess we'll take the crit chance now, as critting with this Arcing Lightning could be just catastrophically effective. We'll take... well, these are all weak, and then there's the breath. I guess we'll take that, as one of the quests is to apply 1,000 stacks of burn in one run. More fire damage, as we are doing something with fire, I suppose. So yeah, normally I like to play on the main map here. We'll go with weapon proficiency strength. Not here, rather. The main map, who I cannot remember the name of, but, you know, the Hall of Torment itself, map number 1. As the skeletons there make for just excellent fodder to get a lot of experience really quick, but, you know, come to think of it, while they do die really easily, they also drop the blue basic XP, whereas the sentinels here who walk back and forth drop the orange from the get-go. which means we should hypothetically be getting more levels here on this higher level map, so to speak. My issue with it is that because it's so constrained, I feel like I'm way more prone to taking a whole lot more damage. But moving out of one's comfort zone is the only way to get any better at a thing. Be it in a hobby, art, writing, singing, or video game playing. And I feel like y'all are probably getting pretty sick of seeing the same first beginner map. I don't blame you. I'd be sick of seeing it too, and I'm a little bit sick of playing it, honestly. Variety is the spice of life, and it's good for the soul, I think. Ooh. We'll take multi-hit. I really wanted that attack speed, but I think multi-hit is the way to go. More damage, more good. None of these are the ones I wanted. We'll take Transfixion, as that is a really good weapon. And let's start moving south again, and trying to get this weapon here, hoping that it's the Meteor Strike. I've gotten Meteor Strike in a few runs, like I've had the option presented to me. I've just never taken it. Because, you know, at whatever time, it just didn't fit in with the run, or I wanted to take it with specifically the Exterminator, because fire damage, he's a fire character, meteors, they looked pretty flamboyant, some might say. That was a terrible joke, I apologize profusely for that one. More piercing is more bounces, I believe, so we'll go ahead and take that. And we got the hot touch. Apply burn to 1,000 enemies in a single run. That was rather easy. It seems whenever this lightning crits, it's an insta-kill, which is amazing. Well, for the Sentinels. Which is amazing. It makes me very happy. Got our new weapon here. Also not what I want. Oh no. This run might be dead on its feet. The only reason I'm playing it was for that Meteor Strike achievement. And if I don't get the meteors, I can't exactly get the achievement, now can I? It would just be a random Hellish Owl plays the Sorceress. And that's it. Full stop. There's nothing too fancy about watching me play the Sorceress. You can watch anyone play the Sorceress. But thank you for watching me if you do decide to go for, you know, watching me. Makes me feel good. Special, you know? Ah, crap. The gargoyles. I forgot about the gargoyles. They are pretty spooky, in my opinion. Luckily, our Sorceress seems to have good block. So even without having taken any block items or equipment with us, hopefully we'll be able to put up a little bit of defense. We'll take the movement speed as we are trying to mosh up to get that weapon all the way up there. And the sooner we can get it and then get back down to the middle of the bridge, the better it'll be. We'll take the lightning affinity, as that is our main damage type. I know the Dragon's Breath is doing pretty good for us, but I'd rather spec into our main attack than our Dragon's Breath. More attack speed on the main attack sounds like a plan. I also don't really want to get too many levels in Dragon's Breath before I grab this weapon up here, so that I don't run the risk of, like, nixing a slot that could have been Meteor Strike with an upgrade to Dragon's Breath. Pierce on the main weapon sounds delightful to me. We've reached the halfway mark, so this shouldn't be too terribly far now. And in fact, we should get it fairly soon, so long as no walls of enemies hop in our way. Oh, hello. And by walls of enemies, I essentially just meant like a whole bunch of these patrol guards hopping in our way. We'll take more block strength and base health for her. I'm more so into it for the block strength than the base health, but every little bit helps. Ow. We'll take quick hands. And the knight is burning, so we're doing a little bit of damage to him, which is, you know, something at least. Critical apply electrify on the main weapon. Yeah, I am trying to go for an electrified build, or a critical build with her. Or leaning more heavily into it, so that'll be good. There's a part of me that's kind of regretting putting on the fire ring now. As it doesn't really do us any favors for, you know, our main lightning attack. It's not doing anything too terribly special. I feel like the extra crit damage... Meteor Strike. Fires 3 projectiles in an arc in a random direction. Aims within a certain distant range. Projectiles explode when hitting the ground and deal damage. Fires automatically in set intervals. Perfect. Take some more piercing. And these are actually really neat. Multi-hit, please. There's, enemies in Hell, the Hell map, that have this kind of attack. That's pretty cool. I don't, like, super love it, but I also don't hate it or anything. It's just... It's cool. I'm certain it gets even better once it gets upgraded. And it seems to do pretty damn good damage, too. Well, at the very least, when it hits, like, directly hits, it seems to do pretty good damage. We'll take the lightning buff. And, yeah, sorry to sit in silence there for a second. I just kind of ran out of words to say. The knight's going down pretty well now that we've stopped just neglecting him entirely. Sorry for the peeking there on the microphone. I was readjusting, putting my face way too close to the mic, smacking my desk with my knees, as I am a tall, lanky lady, and my desk is not meant for tall, lanky people. In fact, very few things in this world are meant for tall, lanky people, and we suffer daily for it. On the bright side, we can reach the top shelves of things, but it's a small boon for what we must endure. Also, we ended up killing that knight up there. Take the block strength. Probably got him with like electrify stacks or fire stacks. I'm worried about us killing this boss. Okay, perfect. I was gonna say I'm worried about us killing that boss and having them be like right on top of us. As then we'd just immediately pick up the weapon and then wouldn't get the opportunity to get the legendary for the Meteor Strike. Seal of Rebirth is pretty good. I guess we'll go ahead and take that. Take Long Fingers as well. I really just want to be leveling up the Meteor Strike to get it as good as possible. I don't really want to level up any of my other weapons because I don't want to distract. There we go. 20% explosion area? Sure, why not? I'd rather have like a improved cast speed on it, but I'll take explosion area. That's certain to be useful. More explosion area? 20% additional attacks elementally. We're going to take Meteor Strike, but I really do like that more attacks on the elemental stuff. Our lightnings, our dragon breath, our Meteor Strikes, I'm certain would be affected by that. Now we can go ahead and take that too. Delightful. I almost said delicious for some reason, which is not the correct word that I wanted there. I guess we'll take a little bit of base defense. as none of the other ones really appealed to me either. And the defense will at least give us a skosh of survivability. Might as well get the whatever the upgrade I just picked up was. More fragile and affliction chance. False blessing, maybe? As it was there, and you know, by taking it, maybe it'll pop up a little bit less, give us a little bit more chance of getting our Meteor Strike. We seem to be doing pretty well. I know I can check to see how much damage our Meteor Strike's doing, but I'd kind of rather not. Alright, there's level 3 on the Meteor Strike. Areas hit by Meteor Strike start burning. Okay, that's nifty. I guess it's a chance to start burning. They don't always seem to do it. Or like, not all the meteors seem to do the burn, you know? Now we can go ahead and start leveling up our other abilities that we got that Meteor Strike upgraded. As we don't have the second legendary of Meteor Strike unlocked anyway. False Blessing, that's what it's called. Sure, we'll take another False Blessing, I guess. I am going to hold off on that until we get at least 3 levels into one of these. Probably not the Dragon's Breath. I'd rather it be on Transfixion, honestly, as that's another one of my favorite weapons and is just so very good. Although, we could go with Lightning Orbs, which sounds pretty rad if we got them, which we did not. Okay, well, that was a little bit of a a gamble which we lost heavily on. We'll go more damage with lightning. And I think we're gonna sit pretty here. I think we're able to sit pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of go quiet for a little bit, let this play out for a while, and I'll see you when I see you. We seem to have come to a little bit of a dead end in letting enemies come to us. So I'm going to go around and collect a little bit of XP. Also deal with that little horde there. We'll do with more explosion area on the meteors. That sounds good. I really hate the Weeping Angels. I think they're what I dislike the most about this map is the Weeping Angels. Just because they are kind of tricky to deal with for anyone except for the Exterminator. In fact, they're by far the biggest turnoff for me on this map. Just because they are so tricky to deal with. But the Chain Lightning seems to be doing pretty okay with them. We'll go with more attack speed on the Splinters. I do like the Splinters. I have recently gained a new affinity for them as of our last run, which was uploaded yesterday. But yeah, they're really good. Most of the weapons are actually pretty darn good. But we do seem like we are once again at the stage where we can just hunker down and sit pretty. So I think I'm going to do that here. Stand in the middle of the bridge, and we'll see how this goes and how long I'm able to just, you know, chill out. We'll take a bit more damage on the needles. Here, I think we'll do more damage on the splinters. This is really some, like, Avatar stuff, watching her just spin around and shoot out lightning and fire and whatnot. It's pretty neat. I'll take some more Dragon's Breath, I suppose. Well, hello there, Frost Knight. Base attack speed or base damage? Oh, that's kind of a tricky one. I guess we'll go with the base damage. More damage, more good. Like, I know more firewalls, and as I've said, attack speed kind of translates into damage. But I think I do just want raw damage on that one. Kill a total of 100 bosses. Okay. Well, we've gotten 2 achievements so far this run. Set 1,000 enemies on fire in a single run with this character. Attack on transfixion, obviously. And now killing 100 bosses, so I guess it's not all for naught. I mean, we did get the Meteor Strike too, so there's a good possibility that we get at least one of the Meteor Strike achievements. Especially once things start getting super hectic. Ooh, a new necklace! Bloodcatcher. Each time you've dealt 100 times your maximum health and damage, you regenerate 1 health point. Each time you've dealt 100 times your max health and damage, you regenerate a single health point. That's, interesting. It doesn't seem very good to me, but I'm certain there's some way to break it. We'll take, fire rates. No, we'll take damage and range on transfixion, as I do want to get that leveled up to, well, I want to get that evolved and get a legendary on it. We'll go ahead and send up the Bloodcatcher, as this is the first time I've picked up an item that I have not already had in quite a while. And continue with the Murder Train. We'll go more damage on the Meteor Strikes. Not that that really helps us in the battle against Weeping Angels, but hey, it should help us with everyone else. And now we go back to sitting and seeing if, you know, we're able to just sit still and do some good damage. Here we'll take a crit chance, as we've kind of been neglecting that. Okay, and a lull in the wave means it's time to go pick up all this XP that's on the ground. Ooh, hello. I think we want Dragon's Breath upgraded. And we should be able to tank out this wave pretty well. Save for the crossbowmen, maybe? They're the only ones I can see presenting a problem with us. Ranged enemies tend to do that. Present problems, that is. Although the Chain Lightning is really doing some good work here. The screen is so thick with enemies that with all our bounces, it's going very well. We'll take more damage for the Meteor Strike. I think these blue bats might be firing skulls at us, but I'm not certain. Nope, it died before I could see it shoot. Yeah, we're just wrecking face here. Not even an issue. We'll take... I'd kind of rather this be damage, so we'll take area cone size. I know that helps with Dragon's Breath. I think that might help the Arcane Splinters as well, and it probably does help the Meteor Strike. Because, you know, more damage, or more area, which is the upgrade I just forsook, but, you know, 8% on everything's better than 20% on one thing. We'll take Bulwark as well. And while I'm thinking about it, let's take a look at our stats here. Namely, our defense, 25%, not great. And block strength, 12 damage or less is being blocked. That is actually pretty good. Here we see Chain Lightning's doing the most damage so far. That Meteor Strike is not really keeping up with Dragon's Breath or Transfixion. But we haven't had it as long either, so I think we can cut it a little bit of slack. We want to get at least a quarter, nope, 3/4 of a million damage in this run. Ideally, 1.5 million damage, because I'm pretty sure those are the two quests that we're going for. More crit hit chance, please and thank you, as our base crit damage is super, super high. And the angels have not been presenting as big a problem to us as I've been fearing they would. With most other builds, they do not play nice. But with this Sorceress, it seems like her Chain Lightning is making very short work of them. Coolio. And now it's just a bunch of gargoyles, which I almost called bats, but, you know, they're bat adjacent, but not quite bats. More attack speed on the splinters, or more damage for everything? More damage for everything, as that's going to help out our Meteor Strike. And hello, crossbow boss. How long will you survive? My guess, not very. And it seems my guess was correct. More strength on everything, or more damage on everything, I should say. Gosh, this Chain Lightning is just too good. Having it arc from enemies is just, mwah, chef's kiss. We'll go ahead and take more crit damage. I think we're ready to pick this up. We should get a level up on something we want. Or maybe we'll pick up the Astronomer's Orbs if we're not feeling too terribly inspired. I am uncertain as to which. I do want to get one more level before we pick it up, just in case we're like sitting at level 2 on anything. And it does not seem like we are. So let's go ahead and pick up that weapon now. Ooh, we could get the Kugelblitz or Arcane Unrest for a little bit more damage. As much as I love the Kugelblitz, we're going to take Arcane Unrest so these things never stop moving and no longer lose damage. And, yeah. Once again, I'll see you guys when I see you. I'm going to fast forward this video starting now. We'll take more attack speed on the Phantom Needles. The glittering fields of XP look so much better with some orange and purple dotted throughout there. More attack speed on the Splinters. More range. I don't really care for that. We'll take crit chance and crit damage. Base crit damage? That's a lot of crit damage. Okay, we'll take that. The Needles are another one of those really good weapons. I mean, I guess all the weapons in this game are really, really good. Granted, you're able to get them leveled up enough, get them evolved, etc. Some of the weapons really do just stand out, though. Kugelblitz being one of them. Transfixion being another. Granted, Kugelblitz stands out because it's amazing off the get-go, whereas Transfixion is one of those that you kind of want to level it up a few times and get it evolved to really make it start going good. Getting good, not going good. I don't know. I don't know how to words, I guess. I'm bad at wordsing. Got 2 degrees in English, and my wordsing ability is still a little bit poor. Take more damage on the Arcane Splinters. Gosh, we really are just chewing through these hordes. I love to see it. More crit damage on the Needles? Sign me up. Those things are doing gangs of damage now, I guarantee it. Heck, let's give that a gander. Phantom Needles, crit bonus, 196. Okay, I guess it's not that much. Looks like the Meteor Strike doesn't crit at all. Huh, okay, yeah. As far as our own attacks, 390% crit damage bonus, 60% of the time we're critting. This is even without the 10% crit ring, which is pretty good, pretty impressive, it feels to me. hoover up some of this XP. Get more attack speed on those needles. Get rid of these guys. Pick up a grabby hand. More attack speed on transfixion, please and thank you. Alright, we cleared the board. What's up? Hydra. Hydra time. Hopefully I'm able to tank all the damage it puts out so I can just focus on these Hydras. Maybe our bouncing electricity will help out. Oh, heck yeah. That was golden. Grab the Thorn Fists just because, you know, we don't really need them, don't really want them. And here's where the angels really start becoming a pain in the butt, because they're on all sides of us. And like, yeah, sure, we could circle around them, but then those that spawn behind us mean that we're once again encircled. Gosh, these angels are the worst. But they do drop good XP, so I guess I can let it slide for that. Oh, what are you doing, buddy? You suck. Ah. Ow. We'll take base damage on transfixion. It's not doing the most work for us, but it's doing a good little bit of work. And these Meteor Strikes are really pumping out the damage. Well, for things that take more than 1 damage at Weeping Angels, you're the worst. Oh, you can do 1,000,000 damage with 1 hit? I don't care. Oh no, you do 10 hits in every second? I'm dead, bleh. Like, come on, Angels. Why you gotta be like this? I mean, I'm glad for the enemy variety. It keeps the game from getting stale, but still, it's annoying to deal with. At least it looks like they do take burn damage, so that's good. And electrify damage too. It still may be 1, but it's a few damage less that we have to do directly. Alrighty, I think here we're gonna take the additional Flame Walls ability and more area. New boss, Gargoyle, coming in. I really wanted to get in that cluster just so our meteors can deal damage. And oh my god, did you see the gargoyle just fall? That was insane. Increases base damage, splits needles. Awesome. Sounds cool to me. I'm pretty sure one of these meteor strikes hit the boss, and that's why he just, like, almost immediately died. Hello, crossbowman. I feel like we've already seen you and killed you. What are you doing back here? Knockback or explode? We'll do knockback. The explosion is good. However, I feel like the knockback for a little bit more crowd control will be more helpful. And maybe picking up range would have been a good idea for the meteor strikes, just so they hit a little bit further out. More damage on the needles, yes please. Blood-soaked shirt is coming in good as heck. Granted, we probably could have nullified some of these hits if we just took the armor instead, but whatever. La vie, I say, la vie. Although, when those meteor strikes do find themselves in the middle of a crowd, boy oh boy do they do some great damage. More attack speed on the Phantom Needles. We might have just maxed it out. At level 10, I don't know if they can go... I don't know if anything can go beyond level 10. I would like to get her up to level 100 during this run, as that is another achievement to get. I don't know how feasible it will be, though. I know we are at level 90 as of right now. But still, I don't know if we're going to be able to kill enough enemies to get another 10 levels, granted that each level is about 30,000 experience. Yeah, and each of these yellow ones gives us a few hundred, like 100 experience maybe. Purple ones give us a few hundred. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I think the more time I can spend in the middle of crowds, the better it'll be. Take some more fire affinity. Let me just chase down a bunch of enemies to hopefully force a bunch more to spawn. I know we were taking some pretty ludicrous damage there, but I really want some good XP, and these Skelebones are not dropping it for me. Yeah, we need more gargoyles, it looks like. Anything, save for angels, that drops purple XP is what I want to see. We'll get more crit damage. Ah, there we go. The pentagram, for just more damage in general. We've only got 2 minutes left, which is why I'm concerned about, like, will we reach level 100? I'm hoping so. More explosion area on the Meteor Strike? Sounds like a yes to me. Level 93, we just need 7 more levels in the next 2 minutes. That seems plausible, right? We should totally be able to accomplish that, right? Right? Gee, I hope. We did get another, like, what, 3,000 or 4,000 kills in just about a minute, so that's pretty good. These guys drop purple experience. That's what I like to see. No, don't shy away from me. It's okay. I want you guys to get close so you can die close to me and drop your good experience. We'll take False Blessing again, I think, as applying more debuffs should be good. Hopefully, one would hope, one would think. At the very least, it'll make the enemies take more damage, I think, for Fragile. Or in the case of Fragile, I should say. Okay, we have 6 levels to get in just over a minute. It's going to be pretty clutch down to the wire on this one. Meteor Strike, 5 more levels to get, less than 1 minute. I am saving this grabby hand down here for right at the boss. Once enemies stop spawning, it's just us and the end boss, then I'm going to pick up that grabby hand. Oh yeah, the ghost walls. I forgot about the ghost walls. And honestly, this is not nearly as busy as I was expecting it to be. I guess that's a testament to just how much killing we're doing and how great a job, we're doing at all the killing. But I was expecting there to be a whole lot more enemies. Don't get me wrong, there's a fair few, but I can still move around pretty easily, which is surprising, to say the least. And I don't know if I'm going to have to charge through these ghosts in order to avoid getting sandwiched here. We shall see. Alright, yeah, charging. Oh, shit. We'll take the critical damage, and now it's time to go for grabby hand. Not those grabby hands. Level 98, we'll take more damage. Damn, and it looks like we are just shy of reaching level 100. That is a shame, but it is a shame we'll have to deal with. We did get 3 million damage with the Arcane Splinter, though. So, like, even even though this wasn't the run that I was hoping it would be, let's go ahead and put on the Seal of Rebirth. Sounds like it would be a good idea. Even though this wasn't exactly the run that I was hoping it would be, it's been a good run for achievements nonetheless. Oh, goodness. Let us control our attacks so we can always focus down the Reaper and not accidentally hit his summons. The Lord of, I don't know, Death, maybe? We've had the Lord of Pain, the Lord of Despair. This is... I mean, he looks like the Grim Reaper. He's summoning ghosts. So I'm guessing Lord of Death. But maybe it's like Lord of Sorrow or Loss or something like that. And we've been doing a surprisingly good job at dodging most of his attacks. Kill 10 Lords. Well, I wanted those extra 2 levels, but oh well. We can go ahead and take a look at our stats here. Just scroll through these right quick in case you're curious. Same with these. Traits and abilities. Bap, 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 bap. Feel free to pause at any of those moments. And we got Hot Touch, Boss Slayer, Meteor Strike Mastery 1, Arcane Splinter Mastery 2 or 3, and Survivor 2. We'll see if we unlock... Oh yeah, Lightning Storm. There we go. I was hoping we unlocked one of these two, but unfortunately it seems we have not. Anywho... Without any defense buffs. Interesting. Anywho... I've been Hellish Owl, you lords and ladies have been majestic and fantastic. I hope you have a great day, night, or anything in between or outside of, and I will see you all next time. Bye now.